Hello everyone, it's that time of year, it's Halloween again, and I've got a interesting title for you today, Horror Tycoon. Starts off, you actually have to sign an agreement with the devil himself to be able to supply a certain number of souls to him. Apparently it's something your family got roped into generations ago, and you are having to uphold this debt. Flicking through the contract, it looks like a really bad deal. So, that's an interesting start to the game. The premise is that you have to create a haunted house of sorts where people will actually scare themselves to death in order to fulfill the number of souls that you need to gather for the devil. If you don't, then you yourself die. It's pretty sort of standard that you can place walls and things like that inside. You can add traps, you can add scary things. There are some traps later in the game. You can add things like spider webs, body part special effects, smoke, lights, all that sort of stuff. And when you're finally ready, or you've run out of money, you can launch the first wave of people coming through your haunted house. And here you can see these guys coming through now. And you can see what their tolerance to fear is and what they sort of think about your haunted house as they go through. And as they go through and they start getting scared, you start to generate a new currency in addition to money called fear. And fear you can use to upgrade your props to make them more scary and have a larger area of effect. As you can see here, I've started to obviously upgrade my house, and we're getting to the point where people are starting to get so scared they are actually dying of fright. And you can see they're leaving remains behind that I can gather up. You can also employ a caretaker as well who'll go around and help to clean up the bodies. However, there's a bit of a twist in the plan there. If you make your haunted house too scary, then you're going to attract the attention of the police, who will come and arrest you, and obviously that means the end of your escapades. So it's interesting, it's a bit of fun, but the question is it any good? I think that the game has a fantastic premise, and it does have some cool effects in it, and the idea of the fear factor and scaring people is a really cool one. There you go, I got a notice from the police because they are investigating me. There's also a range of locations as well. They've got apparently a new one coming out soon, which helps to add a little bit of interest as you get larger areas to play with and develop. However, having said that, the game is a bit inconsistent. You will get waves of easily frightened people who heaps of them will die, and it'll raise your heat level, but then you'll get another wave that'll come through where everyone seems to be practically fearless and they're all saying how lame it is. It sort of seems to go from one extreme to the other. You also, some of the traps and things need multiple currencies to unlock, a combination of money and fear, or teeth and bones, which feels like it makes it a bit of a juggle to be able to try and access some of that later content. I really like games from little indie developers like this, that they've obviously got a great idea, but I think this is a case of it sort of being let down a little bit by perhaps some of the limitations of development, some of the choices in the game design that mean it sort of struggles to flow like a lot of other larger titles would be. So if this is sort of your thing, that you love Halloween and you'd like to support a little developer, I do encourage you to go, check it out. But do be aware there are some niggles here. And as you play the game through, because it doesn't do a great job of holding your hand and explaining things, you will start to figure out how things work and be able to work around some of those. So is it good? It's kind of good, but it needs some work. I hope you guys enjoyed this little review, and I look forward to seeing you next time. If you like this video, hit that like button, hit that subscribe for more content. Thanks for watching.